Hi, Severance fans. Welcome back to Tori Talks with Dr. S. I'm Tori. This is Dr. S. Today we'll talk about Severance Season 1, the finale. Okay, so we left it where they were just about to go in. Well, Innie was going to go outie. What?
Yes.
You know.
The override contingency protocol was about to go down.
Yes.
Yes.
So this episode, it goes down.
Oh, sure does.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. Okay, well, let's start with, how about Irv? So I think, it's not like we have any questions answered, but his Audie's very curious about the other people that are severed, right? He knows where they all live.
Yes, he's been doing some, it looked like a serial killer map. He's like plotting where they are.
Yeah. Did you notice the map was called Kier Regional Map?
Oh yes, I did see. So, and the town is called Kier.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I knew before.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never paid attention to that.
So this whole town is like a master plan community?
Yeah, I think, with all the severed people, something like that.
Yeah.
But then how come that's never brought up by Devin, like when she goes to drop off the book with, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter.
True, yeah.
But yeah, so he's more just like the investigator. Like it seems like his Audie is very intrigued by those other people.
And it seems like maybe he's already like had some like hallucinations or some trigger that has made him see that hallway to the break room.
Yes.
Like maybe something has made him crack in some way. He's very artsy. Is he artsy?
I
Oh no,
think
well he has the PTSD.
Yes.
So maybe that's causing him to like flash back to something. You know, like I think when you have PTSD, like your brain kind of like is always in like the fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
So, because that was all, I'm just so fascinated by why he keeps seeing the break room and playing the break room. Like what rupture happened between his severed self and his Audie?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I still don't, right?
Yeah.
I mean, no.
But yeah, he has that chest of things and then he's like, I'm gonna go find Bert because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So he makes the little trip over to his house and then he finds that he has a partner. And
it was heartbreaking because what were his expectations, right? Like, I don't really know.
What would you have done?
Yeah, like, did he think he was going to go and be like, it's me?
Yeah.
We had a thing.
He wouldn't know.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know. He would know it. He wouldn't know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bert knows nothing, right?
Is it cheating if you're in any? You know, like, it's so complicated.
Yes, totally.
But yeah, so that was a sad ending. Not ending,
but he still knocks on the door.
Oh, that's true.
So then you're like, what's going to happen?
What are you trying to get out of
Yeah.
this? Like, you're going to be like, hi, inside, we're in love, or something.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Right.
We got to save that for season 2.
I know.
Okay. Well, Helly, which was a huge reveal that she is an Egan. Helena?
Crazy reveal.
Egan. Yeah.
I just remember the first time thinking, no freaking way.
Bigger shock than Gemma is who Mark is married to. And that was huge for me.
That was huge.
So this was like,
wait, and then you start to rethink all the things that happened to Helly inside, like trying to cut off her fingers.
Trying to kill herself?
Trying to kill herself.
Yeah.
And her Audie knew and still made her go back. Like, still didn't care that this is what, like, her family's, like, project was doing to herself.
Yeah. To herself.
Or did she not believe it? Like, did she not believe it? Like, what the heck? Like, or did they keep it from her?
Right.
But they do have a video of her telling her, like, no matter what you do, like, I'll keep you alive just long enough to, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she's at the event and she realizes it, and then they have that video of her talking about how growing up as an Egan and my father would do this. And then she considers her Innie her sister.
Ew,
I was like, no, you don't. You don't force your sister to go to do that.
Yeah,
you know?
not care that she's suffering on the inside.
That's the most complicated concept to get my head around because she is an Egan, like kind of like in our eyes, evil.
Yeah.
And then her Innie is, you know, not. I mean, she is, but she's not.
And you see your own half of yourself suffering, and you know that that half of you is suffering, but you don't care.
Yeah.
That's the part that just blows my mind that I never really processed the first time watching it. I just thought maybe it was just like too new of a concept the first time around for me to really think like, whoa, this is really messed up. Like so messed up.
Yes.
It makes me think of also the wife mom who is at the party. And she, like, I've been thinking about this a lot the last few days since rewatching the finale. So she basically lets her Innie do all the hard work of being a mother, right? While she gets to just, go to fancy parties and be the loving wife and
Yeah.
But then but that other version of herself never gets the reward of the good parts of motherhood, right? So, it just made me sick to my stomach. And then, as somebody who's had kids before, when you have newborns, you're like, oh, I can't wait till my husband comes home so I can have a break. No breaks.
Oh my gosh.
And what do they do? Just activate her? When it's time to take care of the kids? How do you...
So lonely.
Yeah, and then how does she get activated? Because she doesn't go up and down an elevator.
Yeah.
So do they just have a remote control?
Oh my god.
I feel like there's so many layers that I did not think about the first time, and I wonder if these things are going to be kind of explored in more depth in season 2.
Come on, they have to. They made us wait long enough. Come on.
Right, and how far does it extend out, right? Because if the whole town is called Kier, and we didn't realize it before, there's got to be way more going on than what's in Lumen.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. What a fascinating... Was this based on a book? What is this?
I know. Let's go to the source material here.
That's amazingly original, right?
Oh my gosh.
She does a really good job of keeping a low profile. I mean, she does look like a little deer in the headlights, and then is it her dad? Her grandpa? Somebody, who's the guy she's related to that comes in and was like...
Well, I was kind of confused too, because he looks
a lot older.
He does look a lot older.
My dad was an old dad, but still, this guy looks
he
like
looks
a lot.
like he's preserved old.
Oh no, she does say... I think it is her dad.
Her dad, right?
Somebody
okay.
says something. I think he even says that you'd say daddy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think that, okay. But, yeah, she does a really good job keeping her cool now. While this is going on and she's about to speak at this event where we know she's going to really say, I know what's going on. Mark is over at Rickon's reading of his book, which is so weird.
Yeah.
But Miss Coble is there and he accidentally calls her. She's like, thanks, Mrs. Coble.
Oh my gosh, I know.
She knows.
My heart sank. I was like, no.
Yeah, so, I know. And then so she calls Mr. Milchick, who finally answers the phone and realizes that room where Dylan is he's got to break his way in there. And then Miss Coble is racing to Helly because she knows that event is where Helly is.
Oh my gosh, she's driving so fast. And I forgot that the baby. You're do you have the baby? But then I was like, that would take the show in a whole nother direction. But I forgot that she did not have the baby.
Right.
Thank goodness, because I didn't need it to go there.
Oh my gosh, no, we don't need that.
And then when the friend found the baby, or Mark found the baby, and then the friend came in, he was like, I found the baby. I don't know, I thought it was so funny. It was a little comic relief to have just a little silly, stupid moment.
Because of the tense moments.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And then on the way there, driving, Miss Coble passes Irv.
Yes.
But anyway, so she gets there and she's trying to stop Helly and she doesn't. And so Helly goes out there and she starts to talk.
Yeah.
And she starts to, how confusing is that?
She's like, I'm Helly R. Oh. And then
know.
she's like, they treat us like prisoners and they torture us. And I was like, oh, it's happening.
I know.
It's happening.
We don't really get a lot of that. She is finally, well, yeah. Okay, let's go over to Mark. So Mark is at the party. It's a really big deal because then he's his Innie is there and he's got to figure out who these people are. So I like when he says to his sister, our baby.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm assuming I'm married to her and this is our baby. But then he finds out. But they do such a good job, the actors, of figuring things out but also playing cool, but also
so
I'm
well
in
done.
it. Yeah. Everybody did such a good job.
Yes.
And then, trying to figure out, are we friends with Rickon?
That was so funny because he's for Mark, the Innie Mark, he's so inspired by that. But on the outside, he's so no.
Yeah.
So it is
he's not
very
impressed
funny.
at all. But this guy, Rickon, he read his book and exactly, kind of idolizes him.
And Rickon is he's confused, but at the same time, he's so full of himself that he's like, I'll take it.
Yeah, he's like, okay, sure, why
you
not?
finally came around.
Yeah. So while they're looking for the baby, I believe, that's when Mark sees a picture of Miss Casey, as he knows her, but then he realizes, wait a minute, my Audi is married to her. Because it's it's a wedding picture.
Yes.
So the last shot, the final line said is he's going to Devin, his sister,
She's
to say.
running as fast as he can because he's afraid it's about to it could turn off any second.
Which it is about to turn off any second.
Yeah.
He's like, she's alive.
And I think he's holding the picture.
I think he is.
Right?
Yes.
So
he's like this, holding it up to show
right.
what he's talking about.
So
and then Mr. Milchick gets in and stops it all. I think that's what we're led to believe in that moment, that's when it stops. But
that's what
we'll find out in season 2. Maybe he did get to say, oh, she's alive. This is who I work with. And then he went out. I don't
Yeah.
know. But they have to show us that. They have to. They can't
They have
just
to.
be like, oh, yeah, when you went out of it, blah, blah, blah. No, I need to see it.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
totally.
needs to be explained. But, I mean, what a way to end it, too.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Even
did
though we
so good.
now we only have to wait a little bit.
Yes.
It still feels like torture. Like I want it now.
Oh, my gosh, me too. I know.
So much.
I can't wait. But rewatching it, I think we need to rewatch other shows because, just for instance, we're also rewatching Wheel of Time. There's so much more that you notice, yes, but even
Yes.
more that you appreciate because you know more, right?
Things that were hinted at early, like so early, you're like, oh my gosh, that was a clue, or that was like
The
foreshadow-
subtleties.
Yes.
You didn't know were subtleties.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like little foreshadowing has been happening the whole time.
Yes.
And then at the end, now rewatching, like, oh my god, could I have picked up on that?
Yeah, or like you
earlier?
said with the woman who's pregnant, you're like, I didn't realize how messed up that is.
It was totally not really that much. I was just kind of maybe confused, like, oh, that's weird. And now I'm just like, whoa, I cannot stop thinking about just like the logic of
Ooh,
it is
yeah.
crazy.
Or them living in Kier City.
Yeah.
What? I didn't. Anyway.
Yeah. And I love that this is Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Like,
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I've always loved Ben Stiller, but I remember when realizing that Severance was Ben Stiller, I was like, I knew it all along. You're amazing.
Yeah.
It's like
wow.
so deep.
Well, I mean, the wait is just a little bit longer. We will be able to see how it went down. I can't wait.
know.
Wait. Are we really only gonna get one?
One a week, actually.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll just
my
have to wait
gosh.
patiently. But yeah, that concludes our Severance Season 1 rewatch. There's a few of you that have been watching it along with us, so thank you for being here and let us know how you felt about this finale. We'll see you for Season 2. Thanks for watching. Bye.